And welcome to Canton, Ohio, here at the Memorial Fieldhouse for a Division III matchup here for Game 2 tonight in the regional semifinals. Game 1 was won by Lutheran East for 90-47, so a blowout there. Game 2 here, Cardinal Mooney, the number 4 seed, versus Canton Central Catholic, the local team. Starting to fill up here on the NFHS Network, brought to you by SMG Network and presented by Ohio High School Athletic Association. I'm Jeff Tyler alongside the OG, TJ Timothy Downing. What's up, brother?
Oh, baby. Good to be riding alongside you here, partner. Always a treat when I get to rock with the natural on the microphone, and some great high school basketball here for regional semifinals. And, you know, you mentioned it, our local team here, the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders, one of 2 left. I know the Jackson Polar Bears, last I heard coming in, they were trailing Ignatius. Yep. But, you know, for Central, when you look at this bracket and how it kind of shook out for them, you know, Smithville went down and they were able, you know, Central's always going to be able to make a run at it.
Yep.
And a lot of that has to do with Coach Matt Creamer, partner.
Yep, no, he's done a wonderful job. Central comes in here 18-7 on the season. They got here defeating Smithville 58-27 and then moved on to defeat Lake Catholic 56-38. So good spread on the margins on the victory there for Matt Creamer and his team, led by Luke Volosky, number 32, dropping 18 points per contest. We're about 30 seconds here from the national anthem, starting lineups, and then we'll get right into it here shortly after that. Update, as you said, TJ, Jackson is down 40-24 at half against Iggy.
You know, what I was kind of catching off of Ignatius, they have some long, rangy big men that can really, they've created some mismatch opportunities. And, you know, a guy like Monterrubio, who you've seen, you've had a chance to call his games for, talented, phenomenal player, but unfortunately, only being 6'3" is going to hurt you when you're going up and trying to body up a dude that's 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah, and we saw that in the first game, Lutheran East. They were just so long and much quicker, you know, than Fairview. So you could definitely, that's maximized at this level, right? A lot of teams aren't quite as deep. You got somebody on the court that's that long causes problems. But now we'll get into the starting lineups for both squads, starting with the visiting Central Catholic Crusaders. Number 10, Gavin Lehman, a guard, 5'9" senior. Number 20, Easton Miller. He's a forward, 6'3" junior. Number 32, Luke Volosky, 6'1" junior. He's a guard. Number 35, Will Miner. He's a forward/center, 6'6" freshman. And the big guy in the middle, number 45, Jonathan Stangl, 6'8" junior. We had a chance to see him run some offensive tackle there for the Crusaders.
Partner, don't start getting me all excited, getting a chance to see an offensive tackle running up and down the floor. You know, he's one of those guys that, like, the recruiting for him in football is really starting to pick up. I mean, you're talking like Power Fives are starting to get on this guy. The one thing I know, Jeff, from being a former All-American offensive lineman at Ohio State is you cannot teach size. Yeah. And that kid's got size.
He's got size. He's got some weight. As you know, he's got some weight to put on to get to the next level in football. But if you're a Division I, Division II college team, that's the easy part, right?
Yep.
You'd rather have it 6'8". Well, for most guys.
That's why those coaches get paid the big bucks, man. Because get me a kid with size, and then I can teach him how to play football.
Yeah, right. So now, over on the other side of the ball, your Cardinal Mooney Cardinals starting lineup. Number 0, Jabri Carter, guard, 5'9" senior. Number 1, Eddie Neves, forward, 6'4" senior. Number 2, Rocco Turner. He's a guard. He's also a senior, 5'9". Number 5, Ashton O'Brien, guard, 6'3", senior. And rounding out your starting lineups for the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals, number 34, Will Desmond, forward, 6'3", senior. 5 starting seniors for the veteran Cardinal Mooney. A little less veteran leadership on the other side of the ball for the Green Central Catholic, but they've got a little bit more size.
You know, partner, last year I had a chance to call some of the regional action that the Central Catholic Crusaders found themselves in out there at Bowling Green State University. They were matched up. I'm jogging a memory here. Ottawa Glandorf and I think Wayne Trace, and you know they had some senior leadership there. Coach Creamer knew coming back that it was going to be limited, but again, we talked about coaches. Why you get paid the big bucks? You know why you. Difference between a good coach and a great coach is what's the old chicken salad trait? Coach Creamer can make chicken salad all day long.
Yeah, right. And you know they're young. You know I'd expect them to be back in this position or better come next year. They're losing one senior out of the starting lineup for next year, but Velosky's scoring 18 points a night. Lehman, who is the lone senior on this squad, scoring 7 points a night. The younger brother of Velosky scoring 6.5. And then the big Jonathan Stango scoring 6 per night, 1 board, 1 assist. So real limited on stats for Cardinal Mooney. You know, sometimes, TJ, I get spoiled over there at Walsh University. I got all the stats and all the updates at my fingertips as we go.
Oh, man, we had our weekly tradition, Wednesdays at the Wink today. I was there with the men's basketball team, and I was hyping you up, man. I told him, I said, listen, my guy, the natural, he only let me get on the microphone one time this year, and that was when you guys were playing Lake Erie, and I'm looking at Garrison, like they're trailing the whole game. The focus that group has, but I'll tell you what they do over there for their student athletes, Greeny and Christina Payon, they always have the stats hot and ready coming off the press. And it's a great, phenomenal job that they do over there for Walsh Cavalier Athletics.
Yeah, I got a big shout out to them going 3-peat in the season here earlier, then went on to win a game in a tournament I had the pleasure of calling for the second year in a row since Walsh won regular season. They were able to host. And that was real cool doing the GMAC tournament down the stretch. A lot of good talent in that GMAC. I tell you what, don't sleep on Division II in the NCAA, man.
No, and I was talking to somebody about this earlier, that it's really, really hard. It seems like it's harder to make the D2 national tournament than it is for the D1 bracket. I don't think you get as many at-larges.
Yeah.
And, you know, for Coach J.Y. and Coach Shardo, they're going to get a chance to face off with Lake Superior. That was a team that they used to see in the GLIAC. And, you know, these boys are confident right now, man.
Bro.
Zach Odo's coming to his own. J.Y. said, the best I've ever seen from year 1 to year 2, that growth and progression, Zach Odo.
Odo took over many games. He looked like he was the only guy scoring there at times. And if there's a Sixth Man of the Year award, Aiden Satterfield coming off the bench.
Ooh.
The game you saw him play against Lake Erie single-handedly brought them back to get that W.
Dude called an alley-oop, then he banged down a three-pointer, then he came down, went offhand through the lane, kissed it off the glass, knocked down a pair of free throws, and you're right, he was the difference coming off the bench. I mean, you got to have great role players. I don't care what level you're at. You got to have a 6-man, a 7-man that can come off the bench and produce.
Especially whenever you talk about in the GMAC championship game, Kobe Mitchell, who scores 18 a night, had 2 points. And Walsh walks away with a victory when your leading scorer having 2. So
what an impact he's had, man, coming from Akron, coming down here. I mean, how much pressure does that take off a guy like Garrison Kiesler and Zach Odo? And, you know, they just go out there and play, you know. They have a really nice flow on that squad right now. Yeah. I'm hoping to see them do some damage here in Indianapolis on Friday.
Well, yeah, like you said, I mean, Coach J.Y. in his 21st year, it's his 15th season of 20-plus victories in a year. You don't get there by accident.
No. And the growth you've seen from them from when they played Oakland the first game and beat Oakland. It was a great team, coached by Greg Campy. I mean, that was it's fun to see, man. And you've got a chance to be courtside, rocking all that action all year long, man. It's been a pleasure. I know it's been a thrill for you.
Had a blast. I tell everybody I'm the voice of the Cavs, and they're like, "You're the voice of the Cavaliers?" I'm like, "Yes, I am. The Walsh Cavaliers. Let's go."
Moving on up. Man, look at my guy, Stangle. Woo. 45.
Put on some weight, didn't he?
He has thickened out. I like that.
Here's the tip at Memorial Fieldhouse. Let's get it on. Tips up. Stangle got it swatted away. Is going to being brought in by the Cardinals. Cardinals going across the timeline into the forecourt. Jabri Carter with the ball in his hand. Similar offense. I'm seeing deep triple out of the gate off the front of the rim. No good. Swatted around, brought in by the Crusaders. Crusaders going to go quick. Gets it across the timeline with the right hand. Over the left wing. Good motion offense here for Central. Dribble drive. Got stuck. Kicks it over to the corner. Head fake. Another kick out. Oh, I'd like to see him swing that. Gets it down low to the big guy, Stangle. Right hand, right side. Bucket.
That's what us offensive linemen do, man. We like to come out and make our presence felt early.
Taking up some space. Gets it over to the left wing, now down to the corner. Swing pass, almost picked off. Carter was able to bring that one in. Spin move, top of the key. He's going to pull it out. Stengel got them big paws in that lane and then drew the foul. Will Minor on the foul there. Actually, it's Will Desmond on the foul. Stengel reminds me of the big guy from Hoban who single-handedly took the game over last year in the state championship.
Sam Greer.
Sam Greer, thank you. Full court pressure giving Central struggle now. They got a 10-second violation out of the gate. Gonna need to figure out how to break that press. You don't do it by passing. TJ, they gotta get that rock to the middle and get everybody streaking up the court to break that press.
You know, I had a great conversation the other day at the Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon Club with Bobby Vero, who's been a legend, long-timer over here at Central Catholic, Fearless Falcon, and he said that was one of the deals, that teams were having trouble breaking the press, especially when they were playing the Crusaders.
Off the back rim, no good there. Rebound brought in, and now Central's gonna go. Cross timeline into the forecourt, gonna go quick. Central looking real athletic to me. Triple from the corner, nothing but the bottom of the net. Luke Bolosky with the triple. Central now in their half-court set, going 2-3 zone matchup here. Over to the right wing. Triple in the air for Cardinal. Nothing but the bottom. Shooting from the hip is Jabri Carter. Now they're starting to pass that rock a little bit better to break that press. And they got stuck again, picking it up. Keep it moving. They do. They break that press. They're still getting double teamed at half court. On the fourth foul here against Cardinal Mooney. Here on the NFHS network. You can follow TJ and myself all over the place on YouTube and Instagram at SMG Network 1. Central Catholic with the rock now. Going right to left on your dial. Central and they're away green. The big man down low threw it up, missed it. Stengel on the court. He's going to get back up. Looks okay. Mooney going to go quick. Top of the key. Head fake, spin. Oh, too many steps. Took a bus into Canton and got called for the travel.
Quick ride from Youngstown down to Canton there, partner.
I made that drive so many times.
Oh, man.
Back in action here now. Again, Central in their all green, trimmed in white. Cardinal Mooney in their home, white, trimmed in wine and gold. Or wine and gold, yeah. Nice left hand layup, left side there for Lehman. Looks like the rock's going to be in Carter's hand most of the time here for Mooney. My first time getting eyes on Cardinal Mooney. Cardinal Mooney Cardinals.
Yes, sir. A lot of tradition there at that school, partner.
It's a full sentence there. Down to the corner, triple in the air, off the front rim, no good. Stengel trying to bring it in, but he got it fought away. Brought in, back in, 15-footer in the air, nothing but net. Smooth looking floater in the lane for Ashton O'Brien. Central taking their time, getting it across. Gets it into Stengel right in front of us. Down to the corner, dribble drive on the baseline, dish. Got stuck, got triple, got poked away. Good block there by Eddie Neves. Carter taking it himself. Triple in the air again. Off the back, no good. Rebound, swatted around. Loose ball brought in. Foul on the floor. Bucket does not count. Oh, and they're going to call a push from behind on Rocco Turner. It's going to be Crusader ball going right to left. 5-7 early here. Central head with the lead. It's actually my first time putting eyes on Central as well. I've been staying busy over there at Walsh. Back to Stengel here across court. Triple in the air for Central. Money. Cash that check. Gavin Lehman coming out firing. Carter again, top of the key. Over to left wing. Triple in the air. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound over the back, no contact, brought it in. That was Eddie Neves. Now cross-court pass back up top of the key to On the right wing, another three in the air. Going to be a high-paced ball game tonight, TJ.
Woo.
Threes are firing and raining down in Memorial Fieldhouse. Press is ferocious for Cardinal Mooney. Central triple in the air. In and out. Oh, rattled around. Got the home roll for Central. 13-8 Crusaders. Carter swings it over to the right side. Good half-court defense by Central here. Head fake, dribble, drive, kick out. O'Brien got stuck, kicked it out for another triple in the air, in and out, good, no good. Rebound, Neves, swing, cross-court pass over to Carter. Carter gonna take another triple off the left rim, no good. Swatted around, brought in on the loose ball is Central Catholic. Central Catholic now gonna push it down to the left corner. Looking for Stengel down low. The big man down low. Looking for the rock, hand extended, give me the ball. Back over to the right wing now. Lehman. Nice handles there by the young man. Down low to Stengel, good entry pass. Right hand, left side, bucket.
Left side, strong side.
Strong side, baby. And Central coming out firing up 15-8. Woo! We got a ball game here, folks. A little different than round one. Second of the doubleheader is a barn burner.
Boy, partner, you filled me in on some of the games here last night. At one point, the first game, it was 30 to rip. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was.
But that Richmond Heights team, they're a different monster, right?
I mean, they are a different monster. Defending state champions, really didn't get really tested down the stretch last year a little bit, but man, they are just stacked. I'm impressed. Let's just say that.
So you got a chance. You were down there in Dayton last year.
I was down there in Dayton last year. I'll be down there this year as well.
You had eyeballs on them last year. You got a chance to see what they did last. I mean, is this a better team or just kind of same caliber?
It's almost the same team, really, because they've got almost everybody back.
Yeah.
So you got to stay tight on the board, and you got your starting five back in the house for the most part. I mean, fresh off 2 years ago, graduating Josiah Harris, who's tearing it up over at West Virginia. That's a tough bracket for sure for everybody else. Triple in the air for Mooney, back in action here. Air ball brought in by Lehman. Lehman doing a heck of a job both sides of the ball. Easton Miller, top of the key. Gets it into the lane. Hesitation, right hand off the glass, and he got the bucket. Nice looking, floating right hand for Easton Miller. Penetration from the wing there. Kicks it back out. Going in against Stengel. Left hand flipped it up. Ooh. Kyrie Irving style with the English.
Ooh. That was pretty.
Smooth looking left hand for Carter. Triple team half court. Ooh. Scary play there on the dive. Carter. And they're going to call a jump ball on the floor there. Carter getting a little anxious there on the floor.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, you talk about the floor. How about this beautiful new surface that they laid down here in the offseason? I mean, just the new scoreboard up top there, man. They've done so many great upgrades to this legendary venue.
You can't beat the old school parquet floor look. They're going to call over to the back. I think everything, including the ball, has got to be on that side of the half court line, but no bueno there. Either way, it's Cardinal ball. 1:19 to go, first quarter, 17-10. We got a high-pace action here in the Fieldhouse. Three-pointer blocked by Central. Central going to bring it in. Cross the court, timeline into the forecourt now with the right hand. Gets the offense. Here's set, high post pick, slip screen coming. Down to the corner. Volosky. Rolling to the right-hand side here. Update on the Ignatius game. Jackson's now down 63-38. Triple in the air, off the back rim, no good. Rebound brought in, again by O'Brien for Cardinal. Cardinal, head fake, dribble, drive, kick out to the left wing. passed up that triple. He's not going to pass it top of the key, and O'Brien drain a triple. Uno, dos, tres for O'Brien. 28 seconds to go here, first quarter. 13-7 now. Crusaders are no stranger to being at this position. Triple in the air for Central. Another three for Lehman. Gavin Lehman brought his A game. Down low, good pass, wasn't looking. Triple in the air for them. Three ball is nothing but the bottom. Rocco Turner nearly at the buzzer.
My man,
Woo!
I know that they were talking about finishing up this water park down the road from here, man, but this is Splash City right now. Wow, these boys both teams came ready to shoot.
20-16 Central holding on to a 4-point lead. Highest paced first quarter action I've seen all season at the high school level. That was fun. Let's do it 3 more times, run it back.
There we go. That's the goal for both these teams. I'll tell you what, Coach Creamer, again, he's no stranger to this type of atmosphere. And, these guys always buy into whatever he's, Jeff, you've been around enough basketball, played enough basketball 3 days. You have to You have to adapt to the players that you have available to you.
Yep.
And Coach Creamer, I think, does as good of a job of that as anybody out there. You take this, you take that. Okay, maybe we're going to do something different than what we did last year, but Creamer's the type of guy that can get his kids to buy in, even if one of those guys may have been in the starting 5 last year and was in a different type of system or philosophy. So he's just a well-rounded coach, man. You don't find many better than Coach Creamer.
Well, as you know, we take our sports serious in Ohio, and the amount of high-level coaches that have come out of Ohio, football, basketball, across the board is mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. You get a lot of guys that, and I don't know what his high school career was playing-wise, but you get a lot of guys that weren't amazing basketball players that know the game well and turn into a heck of a coach and know how to use the talent.
And if you think about it, what Central's gone through, they're coming into this game on a 10-game winning streak. The last time they lost, it was to Mooney, 61-52.
Yeah.
So, Coach Creamer also says, hey, listen, here's what went wrong last time. We lost by 9 points. Let's figure it out, retool.
Yep. And they're coming out firing. Back going left to right for Cardinal Mooney. Mooney setting up their offense. Carter looks real aggressive there with the rock. Dribble, penetration, kick out to the three-point land. In the air, short, no good. Rebound, got his own rebound, as you should, TJ, as a shooter. Eddie Neves knew his three-pointer was short. Fire in there, follow your shot, get that back, and got a stick back. Now he's lying right for 2.
Yep, you got everybody else sitting there looking at the rim, looking to see where that ball is going to come off, and he's got the direct line of sight on it, and he can make that move, get in there, and again, like you said, draw the foul, go to the line.
Never understood why more shooters, I see so many shooters shoot and watch. Even if you think it's going in, you're one of 3,000 people in the building that knows it's a miss. So Get your butt in there and get the rock. How many does this hold? Do you know?
Oof. Boy, I'd have to say
6,000,
close to 5 or 6. And what a great crowd has poured in here, man. You knew Central Catholic was going to travel well, but Youngstown Mooney, they brought down a deep student body section over there. The student section's hype. These are the type of atmospheres you want to play in.
Absolutely. 2-point ball game here in the Memorial Feed Halls. Over to Stengel. They're going to slow the offense up now and set up that half court. Stengel wants the rock. Athleticism of Neves just took that ball away, and now it's a 3-on-2. Fast break. They're going to pull it out. Carter, get it out top of the key. Swing pass over to the right. He had an open 3 ball. He's going to take it now, and he's nothing but net. Hesitation on the 3. Usually, TJ, you don't see guys knock that down after they hesitate. Caught it in rhythm, hesitated, still knocked it down. Great shot there for Turner. And Central Catholic gets another 10-second violation on the aggressive defense by Cardinal. Cardinal is taking their first lead of the ball game, 21-20, after that 3 ball of Turner. Central had a good lead there, and they're letting it slip away. Both teams got great shooters, as you can tell. Back up Carter. Carter going to penetrate, get it taken away on that 2-3 difference. Lehman going to pull it back out. Playing keep away. Head fake, slide step, triple. Nothing but the bottom. Easton Miller.
He had that little offset right
shoulder.
shoulder.
Oh, yeah. You got that little Larry Bird on the right.
Like it.
Right hand on the right ear.
Yeah, that old Jeff Tyler rocking out there.
3 ball in the air on the other side. In and out, no good. Rebound by Stengel. Stengel going to get it to the outlet. Cross timeline into the forecourt. Got numbers 3-on-3. Stolen. Now they got numbers going the other way. 3-on-2. Out to Carter. Head fake. Left. Oh, going to call a foul. Woo!
That was close. That could have gone either way, partner.
Could have gone either way. Not going to question these officials. Got high line officials in the building. That was close.
Looked like 20 had his feet set. You know, we hear so much about officials nowadays, and you know we need more of them out there. But think about the position they're being put in. You know, I mean, those things are so bang bang. You've really got to be Johnny on the spot.
Absolutely. 12-footer, no good there. Rebound by Central. Central gets it back. Bolofsky going to bring it back up top of the key. Bolofsky, 6'1" junior. Swing pass over. Head fake, dribble, drive. Poor spacing by the Crusaders there. Dribble, drive. Got it taken away by Carter. Carter going to push it now. Got numbers. 3-on-2. Spin move in the lane. Kick out. 3 ball in the air. Nothing but net. Somebody did a rain dance in Canton.
Wow, the natural.
Hey,
hold up.
Put me in, coach.
I got to give my man double aces.
Me in.
I got to give him a special plug right there, man. You just saved the equipment.
Hey, I just made a play at a regional semifinal ball game, brother, at 49 years old.
Go, Gadget Arms.
I'm glad I didn't have anybody diving at me because we'd have to just get out of the way on that one. Man, it's a little bit tight quarters here on the sideline.
You'd really be sweating if old number 45 came diving over here. You see big old Jonathan Stengel come over here diving for a loose ball going towards the out-of-bounds line.
Yeah.
Watch out.
I would almost rather them have us back and sitting on the front row here as opposed to right exactly courtside. Had a young man come clear into the desk at Walsh in the finals.
How about earlier? Any action earlier during the first game? Anybody get close to you?
No, not really. There's one play coming this way. Got an update here. We got a win moving into the regional finals is Preble Shawnee winning 57-48 over Tri-Village. And Jackson, a final that Jackson did lose St. Ignatius 87-63 over the Jackson Polar Bears. Shout out to the Federal League on a great run, not only by them, but your very Glen Oak Gold Eagles.
Yeah, and even the Lake Blue Streaks, the ladies, they had a nice run. The Jackson Polar Bear ladies, Lady Polar Bears, they had Federal League getting it done.
Nearly picked off by Central there, kick out down to the left corner, back up. Setting the offense now back up for Carter. Carter, Euro step in the lane, kick out. And I was looking for a shot clock, TJ. I've been doing too much college ball. Ready to call a shot clock winding down, but no shot clock here.
A lot of people that would like to see it one day.
Central ball down 2. Central the 8th seed in this versus Cardinal Mooney 4 seed. Central is no joke. Let's see if they can get it back rolling and get back scoring. Into the big man Stengel, left hand, missed the bunny. Rebound brought in by Cardinal Mooney. Gotta get those, big guy. Gotta get those. Carter brings the offense back for Cardinal Mooney. Back over to the left wing. Gonna take a deep triple. He shot that one from Hall of Fame Village, TJ.
Man. Splash City tonight.
Wow.
These boys are dialed in.
Rocco Turner with his 12th point of the ball game. And Central frazzled. Threw it out. Cardinal Mooney, 27-22. Might be time for a TO, TJ, by the Crusaders.
Yeah, eventually you got to stop the bleeding, man. And the way that Youngstown Mooney is shooting the rock, especially from deep, knocking down tray balls, you got to kind of just slow that bleeding and just try and cool them off.
Carter brings him back now. Going to take his own deep triple off the right rim, no good. Rebound, going to go quick. Central got across half court that time. Open triple, not going to take it, going to set it back up, top of the key to Gavin Lehman. Lehman taking a high post pick, little slip screen from the big guy, Stengel. Another high post pick in action, little pick and roll here. Step back, head fake on a triple, swing pass over to Lehman. Lehman gonna take the triple, well off wide right brick. Stengel diving on the court, couldn't bring it in. It's gonna be out of bounds on Central Catholic. Cardinal Mooney getting the momentum. There's two philosophies, TJ, as a head coach whenever your team starts slipping a little. You either call timeout, slow them down, settle them, or see how they work through playing through that type of situation if they panic or not. Triple in the air off the left rim, no good, rebound Central. Central with a chance now to chip back into this 5-point lead. 5-point deficit rather by Central. Dribble, drives, around the back, head fake, spin move, right hand, bucket.
That was a very, very much needed bucket for the Central Catholic Crusaders.
Luke Volosky with the right hand in the lane. Nice looking shot there. Triple again in the air. That one is short. Central gonna go get it across quick again. And got it poked away by Carter. Stolen. He's gonna go to the rack by himself. Coast to coast bucket. As Central was just getting ready to roll. And that steam engine slowed up quick. 2:19 to go, first half. Stengel throws it back out top of the key, setting it back up for Central, up to Lehman and top of the key. Lehman looking for some help on a pick. Gets it over to the right wing. Volosky, triple in the air, Lehman. Off the rim, no good. The big guy Stengel couldn't bring it in. Carter slowing it up now. Inside, 2 minutes left, first half. Cardinal Mooney taking control of this ball game, up 5. Near travel there as he got it, contact, lost control, got it back, and now stepped in the lane. There is a steal by Bryce Stallnecker. Back over the right wing, triple in the air. Ooh, in and out, no good, but a stick back air on that rebound is Volosky again.
A la tip drill.
Woo! Volosky with his 10th point of the half. 3-point ball game now. Mooney setting up for a good shot. Gonna penetrate from the wing. Right hand, no good. Rebound brought in by Central. Central numbers, 4-on-2. Pulls it back out. Spin move, kick over. Volosky's feeling it. Triple in the air. In and out, no good. Out have brought the house down for the Crusaders. Penetration kick. Back out to the right wing, back in low. Good slash in the lane there by DeRusso. I'm sorry, that was Nick Pregabon. Central gets it across half court. Dante Turner. Stengel. Another. Volosky drew the contact on that 15-foot J on my left wing here. And he's going to go line left for 2 with 25.4 left. Central Catholic down 5. It's all about adjustments, TJ. What do you think as we look to go into the second half here? Central needs to make some adjustments.
Yeah, Coach Kramer just needs to settle the boys down and just tell them, we got to play better defense. I had a great conversation, again, talking about our good friends at Walsh University with the men's basketball team today. And Coach Shardo, and I asked him, I said, what is the biggest jump, biggest growth you've seen from this outfit from Oakland to Thomas More? And he said it was the way they play defense. And I asked Garrison Kiesler, I asked Aiden Satterfield, Zach Odo, what is the key? Because I think so many people think, NBA, nobody plays defense anymore. What's the key to defense? It's just you have to have an attitude. You have to have a toughness. And it's a mindset. You got to be able to body somebody up, get a hand in their face, and just be tough and resilient. And that's what the Crusaders need to do. They need to get a hand in that face.
Second one up, second one good. 4-point ball game. Cardinal Mooney rock. Carter probably going to hold for the last shot here with 22 seconds left in the first half. 34-27. Gets it in the high post pick. Open triple, pass it up. Now he's going to take the 12-footer, air ball. Ill-advised shot there with 9 seconds left. Central now with a chance to score here. 4 seconds to shoot. Over top of the key. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Buzzer beater in the air. Too much rim, in and out. Woo! High-paced first half here at Memorial Fieldhouse. Cardinal Mooney Cardinals take a 31-27 lead over the Central Catholic Crusaders here in the regional semis on NFHS Network. Early score here, Versailles up 22-16 in the second quarter against Marymount. High-paced action there, TJ.
Nothing quite like tournament time, man. It brings out the best in people. You know, it brings out your A game. You know, again, you keep picking at what we were talking about with the Walsh Cavaliers today. It's like, you know, is it different than a regular season? Yeah. As a coach, do you try and tell your players it's just another game? It's just we're just going to do what we do best, but it's not. The feeling is just not. It's different. You know, it's win or go home. It's the end of your season. It's a chance to advance one step closer to potentially putting hardware in the trophy case in your high school. And that's legendary stuff, man, for all these guys. You know, you think about some of the great teams that the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders have had. I look back at a guy like Vince Liotto on the football field back in 2001 when they won the title. They won it in '88. You know, I believe, did you do that when they had the celebration? But I think Central played Jackson. They honored the '88 team. I thought maybe
they did. They did. Yeah, they took them out on half. I almost said half court, midfield.
You know, what the baseball team has done. You know, they had a handful of their state championships, and you know, it's exciting, man, to know that you could go down in history as one of the greatest to ever represent your school. You know, I just got a chance to do the state wrestling tournament this past weekend, and you know, to think about guys like an Aiden Mosden, who you know, we called so many of his football games this year, and he gets injured at the end of football season, tears his ACL. Now, you know, wrestling is kind of his thing, especially when it comes to collegiate. You know, he's gonna wrestle in college, probably more than look to play football. So you're gonna know for sure that torn ACL, you're gonna miss at least half of your wrestling season. But he was able to get back, put a little weight on, so he went from 215 up to heavyweight. And this dude just went out there and won the state championship.
Just dominated.
Yeah, scores points. He's if you know anything about wrestling, heavyweights tend to just kind of lean on each other. You get a 1-1 score, a 2-1 score, you know, but we get so spoiled around here with guys like Aiden Faulkner, who's now a 2-time state champion for Perry. You know, he's a guy that's active. He's not going to lay on you. He's going to shoot. He's going to score points. And, you know, for Aiden Mosden to come out there, first state title in wrestling in 40 years out there, Alliance.
Wow.
You know, so it's a special deal, man, to know that you're gonna be remembered forever, man. Your picture's gonna be up, your trophy's gonna be up, whatever it might be. It's gonna be up there for kids to see when you know, when we're dead and gone. They're gonna be able to go back there and say, oh man, Aiden Mosden, you know, first guy to win Top Gun for Alliance in 20 years, first guy to win a state title for Alliance in 40 years. That's a cool deal, man.
Something super special about that at every level, for sure, every sport. Man, I just can't believe how quick Aiden Mosden got back off that ACL. Now, he did hurt it pretty early in the season, right?
Yeah, he did. You know, that was kind of
like game 1, game 2.
That was a big deal for Coach Goodman out there, you know, because you had the big fella, Jason Lewis, who transferred out there to Massillon. Right. You know, and when you've got a guy like Brendan Zerbrug, who's committed to Oklahoma, one of the best arms, but one of the best young arms in America. You want to have a big stud tackle there for him. You know, so that put more pressure on Aiden to get things done. And, you know, it's just, he was such a pleasure to watch the year before. I can't remember, did I grab him on my fantasy team or did you?
I did.
You did, yep. He was living in the backfield on people, you know, and I've told people for years, you know, as an offensive lineman, for me, the toughest defensive linemen for me to go against were guys that were really, really good wrestlers coming out of high school because they knew leverage, they knew hands, they knew combatives, they could just do things a little bit differently in close quarters that would give you fits. And Aiden does that, man. I'm excited to see, you know, what the future holds for him. And so many of these great athletes that we have in here, I'm excited to see what the future holds for Jonathan Sango. I'm not just over here hyping it because I'm a former offensive lineman, but, you know, I like to fanboy on some offensive linemen. You know, we don't get enough pub.
The big sexies,
naturally, yeah, big sexies don't get enough pub. So I give them shout outs whenever I can. But, you know, to see what might be. You know, maybe he goes on to a Power 5 conference, becomes an All-American tackle, and maybe we see him right down the street here.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen an Alan Page from Central Catholic. We've seen a Dan Deardorff from Glen Oak. We saw Len Dawson from Alliance. There's nobody out there that can sit here and tell this a young man or a young lady that you can't be the best to ever do it.
Yeah.
You know, look at what Kirsten Bell did.
Oh, my
right
gosh.
inside of here. Now she's a 2-time WNBA champ.
Three-time Miss Ohio.
Come on, man. Hey, the old adage, you can get there from here. You know?
Yeah.
So I try and tell kids all the time, guys that I've worked with, you know, kids that we're around when we go out here on our live broadcast, you know what? You could be the next one. You could be the next legendary one that might be in that Hall of Fame right over there.
Bro, how cool was it whenever she was in high school, goes against Mike Sell at Jackson. At Jackson, guess who's in the house? LeBron James, and they both drop 42 and 45 points. What a showdown. And the status of women's basketball at this point is off the hook.
Oh, man.
I mean, at ESPN, everybody's talking about it. They said, hey, name the 5 best college men basketball players. They couldn't do it. Every single one of them was able to pull out 5 of the best female players. And it's just incredible to see the ladies' game get to that level and see a player it's just incredible to see them all to get to that level and be able to shoot the rock, who just passed Steph Curry for all-time threes in college.
I mean, you look at what Taylor Mikesell used to do when she would shoot the rock from it. I mean, she was knocking down 7, 8, 9 three-pointers a game. I remember being in the field house here when LeBron was playing for St. V and Shaq Daddy Big Diesel was in attendance. I mean, so this is a venue that's had some great contests. I mean, I know a lot of people are, you know, they say it's not the old days. It's not how it used to be, you know. But you know, that electric atmosphere comes back. It does. And I think, you know, post-COVID, the world we're living in now, people are still a little bit kind of just, do I want to go? Do I want to sit here and watch it on the NFHS network? You know, I always tell people, go to the game.
Yeah.
Go to the game. Because you as a player out there, you know, that's what you want.
There's nothing like sitting here courtside and seeing the speed of like a Lutheran East and really understanding why they dominated that game. I mean, you could watch it on here. You just can't appreciate how quick they are. And you brought up Shaq Daddy over there coming into the ball game late. Guess who was with him? The previous Cavalier, Ron Harper, was in the house on that one too.
Ronnie. Gotta give a shout out to my favorite UPS driver down there, my boy Skip. Skipper's in the house.
Oh, we got UPS all over the place.
Oh yeah,
hey,
man.
Look, hey, we could get an all UPS team on the court and challenge these guys. We got Jim Penland over there standing right there.
That's your guy.
One of the best shooters in Fairless history over there. One of the best shooters I've ever seen.
Where's he at?
Right over there, blue.
That's him standing
Under
up next
Armour
to the left
standing
of
right
the
there. I guarantee you right now, he could go out right now and shoot 28 out of 30 from triple.
Yeah, man. That's your boy.
It's my cousin, family. You know, he didn't. I give him crap all the time. I'm like, why didn't you work with me more on my shooting, man? He's like, yeah, you were fine. I'm like, well, I was good enough, but I wasn't no Jim Penland on the shooting.
Maybe he actually gave you the nickname The Natural first. He said, I need to work with you. You're just a natural.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. We got about 2 minutes here before tip-off of the second half. 31-27, Cardinal Mooney. Just a bunch of different runs there in that ball game, and that's what today's game comes down to, man, is just runs. Teams that can shoot the eyes out of the bucket, both back and forth. This is actually higher paced than a lot of the Walsh games I see. You know, you got a little bit more interior work, you know, sometimes at the college level. Not everybody's just grab and gun like the high school level. And I'm not saying they're just shooting just to shoot. These kids can shoot. The Steph Curry, as much as I hate to admit it, has changed the ball game, changed the landscape for these guys.
So let me ask you, partner, what are you telling the Crusaders if you're Coach Kramer at the half?
I'm telling them to calm down on. We do have to go quick to break their press. I like how they go when they went fast. Past, you got to get the ball in the middle. If I'm Central, I'm putting Stengel at midcourt. They got Stengel over here right in front of us, here in the coffin corner. I'd put Stengel in the middle, I'd run with my 2 guards up the center or on the wings. I would throw it to Stengel in the middle, have him spin around, turn, and just get some outlet passes. That's the biggest problem for them right now, getting the ball across half court. They had 2 10-second violations. That just kills you in a regional semifinal to give up 2 possessions because you can't get the ball across half court. It's a killer. On top of that, we're in this ball game. It's a 4-point ball game. Let's do that, what I just mentioned with breaking that press. Let's get in our half-court offense and get some good shots. I think Stengel could do more down low. I think he is asking for the ball, but I don't think they're looking for him a whole lot. I think I would run my offense through Stengel on an inside-out game and open up my shooters on the wings. Look at you, boy, putting me into the color spot there. I love it. It's been a minute since I've been on that side.
Got to keep my boy on his toes.
Back in action here. Central now with a rock. Central now going left to right on your dial. And Central's going what I mentioned. They're taking their time. They're going to get a good high post pick here from Stengel. Pick and roll. Kind of missed him there, I think. Down low to the big man. Spin move. Left hand, no good. Went down hard. And kind of scary on that fall, but he got up okay. And into the passing lane there for Central. Central's going to go quick. Central got the numbers, 3:02. Going to pull up and triple off the back of the rim, no good. Nearly got his own rebound. Ball kicked around, and it was kicked. And it's going to be Cardinal Mooney ball on the kick by Velosky. When I played TJ, you would have never seen a pull-up triple with 3-on-2 on the break, but I'm okay with it now.
Listen, SMG Network exclusive. We're going to dig up some of that old game tape of the natural out there getting down.
Triple in the air for Cardinal Mooney, no good. Rebound, Stengel. You really would only need about 4 minutes per game for me because I made all 15 in about a 3-minute stretch.
Ooh.
And then I was done. Back in action, left to right. Cardinal going down low, tried to get it to Stengel, swatted away. Cardinal Mooney rock. Don't have the numbers. They're going to go anyway. Got totally rejected. Sent to Hall of Fame Plaza. Central Catholic on the break. Stengel, 12-footer brick. Rebound. Great job on the board and a stick back by Velosky.
That was high glass, partner.
Woo! Old school Scottie Pippen using that glass. I love it. Carter gets into the high post here. Ooh, slightly different offense here. Cardinal Mooney kicks it out to the triple. Cardinal Mooney just did what I thought Central should do. They're getting the ball in the interior, and then they're finding some outlet on their wings to just be open for the triple to break that 2-3 press by Central. Central might need to go man now. Stengel looking for somebody to come off a pick here. Almost traveled. Back over to Velosky. Velosky gets it down to the right wing. Looking for some help. 5:42 to go, 34-29 Cardinals. Velosky looks like he wants to just take the ball game over here. Central taking lots of time to get this shot off. Dribble, drive, kick out, head fake on the 3. Back to Stengel. Stengel passed that one up. Central having a hard time getting a good look at the basket here. Velosky pulls it back out to half court. Taking a lot of time off the clock. Cardinal Mooney fans now getting into the ball game. Back over to the left wing. Stengel, top of the key, swinging around. Starting to see Stengel now creep out from down low. Kick it over to Velosky. Velosky triple in the air off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound swatted, brought in, and taken away now by Rocco Turner. Here comes Carter, going right to left. Gets it over on the right wing on a cross pull pass. Top of the key, triple in the air. Knocked it down. Eddie Needs. 4:39 to go. Central now down by 8. Central, they've got nobody in the middle of the court. I don't understand this press break. And they threw another one away. Gets it over to Carter. Going to be a timeout by Cardinal Mooney. I just don't understand why Central doesn't have everybody in the middle of the floor. 37-29 Cardinal Mooney on a run there. Got another update. We got a final. Northwest goes down to Malvern. Malvern, the 1 seed, moves on 58-52.
the only undefeated team left in the state of Ohio, right? Malvern Hornets?
You know what? I didn't even check that. That's a good call out, man.
Yeah, it's a fact. fact hey,
Straight from OG's mouth.
Don't start fact checking me. There you go, fact check me now.
No. 69-59. Margarita ends up with the W. And in the second quarter, Ottawa Glandorf running away with it 31-13 over Emmanuel Christian.
Wait, did I just hear you say they have margaritas here?
Margarita's in the house, yeah, over that win on Worthington Christian. So get some salt on the rim. Let's go.
Hey, you had the perfect weather for it today, man. How about that?
Yeah. Nice.
Beautiful.
Hey, shout out Ottawa Glandorf. Colin White going to Ohio State next year.
Yeah.
You got to check him out. He can shoot the rock. Carter, kick out, head fake. Carter was going to pass the three up. Another hesitation for Carter, and then just decided to knock the triple down. Carter with his 13th point of the ball, or 10 points of the ball game.
It feels like he scored more than that.
Yeah, it does. Velosky dribbling through all that double team penetration on the full court press. Crisscross applesauce here for Velosky. 3:43 to go in the third quarter. I'd like to see a little bit more pace out of the Crusaders. They are slowing it up and trying to get a good shot here, but they don't have any momentum and they threw it away. Cardinal Mooney going to slow it up and get it to Carter at half court. Carter going to direct traffic. Carter going to take a high post pick and he's going to wave him off, telling him, I want it, mano y mano. Carter feeling it, dribbled it off his hip, penetration, left hand, threw it up, and questionable contact there, but Carter drew the foul on the shot. He's going to go line left for two. 3:14 to go, 40-29. Central needs to make a quick adjustment.
You know, and Jeff, when you start thinking strategy from a coaching standpoint, you talked about shot clock earlier, partner, that, you know, now you get up, you get that 10, 12, 15-point cushion, and now you just milk it, right?
Yeah.
Swing the ball around the perimeter, you know, you move it around, don't be rushed to take a shot, and you can chew up this 3 minutes here and get it into the fourth.
Yeah.
I mean, very quickly.
I don't know that Cardinal Mooney is that style. Sometimes, TJ, when you do that, you allow the other team to get into it, you know, into their momentum on a steal or something after a long pause there. But Carter got the second one to go down there, 42-39 or 42-29, and now Cardinal Mooney opening up. And there they use Stangl in the midcourt to get it across half court, and they almost threw it away. Velosky going to Michael Jordan style double between the legs, went to the rack, got the bucket, and a quick timeout for the Central Catholic Crusaders. You talk about a head coach, Matt Creamer. Common nowadays to get a much needed bucket and then call timeout right after it. Get his guys feeling good into that timeout.
Yeah, and you know, I like what you had mentioned earlier about, you know, some different adjustments you might make going in here to the second half of this game, and you know, you think about the mismatch. I mean, look, we're looking at both of these huddles right now. Jonathan Stangl sticks out almost 6 to 7 inches taller than anybody else. Right. So you utilize that, get those big arms up in the air, get everybody to crash down on him, and you know what's going to get you back in this game ultimately now with only 2:58 remaining here in the third period. Yeah, you're going to have to rely on that three ball, man. You're going to have, you know, you want to take it to the rack, you know, maybe draw a foul, stuff like that. But, you know, the way that Youngstown Mooney has scored the rock, and, I mean, this guy number 0 over here, I love him with the pink shoes on, and he's going to be lights out. He's got a lot of other dudes around him that are lights out, so you're going to have to match that firepower also while trying to cut into an 11-point lead. Central now going to their own full court pressure here. Cardinal Mooney had a little problem getting that broke. 12-footer in the air. We got the hometown roll on the road. And again, Central, nobody in the center. Stangl standing over in the far left wing. I just don't understand. Almost threw that one away, but they got across in time and drew the foul by Carter. TJ, if you get Stangl in the center, it makes it so much easier. And think about it, you got Stangl, the big guy, who's probably doesn't have as good of a win as the guards. Right. And he doesn't have to go
run full court at quite as much. You put him in the center, let him use his length like you said, and then he's got outlets he can kick to. But Central got here for a reason. I'm not questioning the coach because he knows what he's doing. Going to run his offense. Velosky, triple in the air. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Much needed triple to get within 10. 44-34 after that Central triple by Velosky. Central in their own full court pressure now made them throw it away. Now they got numbers. Kick out. Triple in the air for Central. Boom, baby. Another triple back to back. And now Cardinal Mooney going to take their own triple. In and out, no good. Now all the rhythms going Central's way. They need to push the rock and get it rolling. Velosky across the timeline into the forecourt. Looking for some offense here. Coming off a pick here. A little pick and roll. Nope. Little slip screen by Stengel. Stengel going to go back to the high post pick. 1:30 left third quarter, 7-point ball game. Velosky thinking about one from the decal. You got to respect it because he'll take it. Back over to Stengel, top of the key. Good ball movement here. Wide open on the left wing, another triple in the air. Knocked it down, 3 in a row for the Crusaders to get within 4. And their pressure is working as well in the full court press. Carter finally gets it across half court. Mooney going to take their own triple off the back rim, rebound. Central with all the momentum. Gavin Lehman made 2 out of 3 here. Velosky dropped one. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going. 42 seconds left, 4-point ball game. 44-40, Velosky, quick step. Going against Carter, down the middle, a flop. And they're going to call a charge on that. Wow. Everybody unbiased around me shaking their head. Didn't look like a charge to me, but they called that a charge on the perfect flop by Cardinal Mooney there. 44-40, 33.8 left here going into the halftime. Central, since they've adjusted on this full court pressure, has really given them fits. Now they get it across and they're going to set back up, get it to Carter at the top of the key. 44-40. Carter taking his time to get this offense set up. Got an isolation on the left wing here for Carter. He almost ran out of bounds. He did. Great defense there by Central again. Gavin Lehman ran him right out of bounds. I almost had to make another play on the ball there, TJ.
I see you working towards it.
They're trying to get me in this ball game. 7.5 to go. They got about 6 dribbles before they need to shoot the rock. Now they got about 5 left. Got it over the middle to Lehman. Lehman, triple in the air off the front rim. That would have literally brought the house to their knees. Great first half of basketball there into the through the third quarter with 8 minutes left. Cardinal Mooney up 44-40 over the Central Catholic Crusaders. Central was down 12, and they've brought it into within 4 after all that good full court pressure and good shooting by the Crusaders.
Well, I think we're going to be in for a heck of a fourth period here, partner. Because as you mentioned, you have to match that intensity in those 3 triples in a row for the Crusaders. That was it right there. So you get. I know you've played enough basketball over the years. They always say, we don't have to get it all back right now,
right,
but let's just get it down to 4 or 5 where we were down by 10 to 12. Let's get it down to 4 to 5 by the time we get to the fourth period. Put 8 minutes on the clock, and now we can still work our system, our scheme.
Right.
So you're not really you're not forcing anything at this point now because you were able to get that 9 points that dug into it.
Yep. Yeah, being within 4 right now, you can just run your regular sets. I would like to see Central stay in that full court pressure because it's been very effective for them for sure. And like you said, rule of thumb is if you're inside 10 points with about 5 minutes left, it's a ball game. Now they're inside 4 with 8, with all the momentum in the world. Fans getting into it. Central Crusader fan base on their feet in the whiteout jerseys. Cardinal Mooney with a rock. Gets it in. Gets it inbounded. Good dish down to the left corner. 3-ball in the air. And a big answer by Cardinal Mooney. Eddie Neves with a big triple. Central now gets it across half court. A much easier there. Down 7 now. Back up half court, gonna set the offense up. Volofsky on the right wing, dribble. Kicks it back over. Down low to Stangl. Stangl spin move, bucket.
Big fella.
Hoop in the heart for the big man.
Man, he was going to the all-you-can-eat buffet on that one, man. When he turned and dropped that left shoulder down, he was not going to be denied. And, I mean, think about if you're the dude that has to body him up down in the paint.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're looking at the back of that number 45 right there, oh, my gosh. And he's just like a fly on a windshield.
Cardinal Mooney saying it's all you can eat, not eat it all, big guy.
But you got to make your free throws.
Got to make the extra. 47-42, Cardinal Mooney. Across the timeline into the forecourt is Carter. He's going to go quick, and he is quick. Left hand English got the bucket and got the extra to go. Carter getting a little mouthy now, a little aggressive.
You know, and
I like the spot. I like the fire. He felt he got a lot of contact there. Didn't like how hard he was fouled.
And this could be one of those deals right now where you've seen what Jonathan Stangl just did down at the other end. He got his 2, but he missed his free throw. This young man's not going to miss his free throw. And that is what can hurt you down the stretch, partner. You know as well as I do, got to make your free throws.
Big difference, 8-point ball game now. Felt like Central had the rhythm still, and they're come out of that timeout. Start of the quarter now, they're down 8 instead of 4 and almost threw it away. Got tied up, and they're going to call a foul mid-court. Carter asking what he did wrong there, and they said too much contact. Carter, 15 points so far. Nearly 4 players in double digits for Cardinal Mooney. Luke Volofsky leading all scorers with 18 for Central, followed by Gavin Lehman with 14. Feels like Lehman has 24, don't it?
Yeah.
Down low to the big man again. Spin move, left hand, left side.
Let him eat, baby. Let him eat. Strong side.
Feeding the big guy. Good press break there into the lane. Great no call there. He didn't even move the big man on the block. Central now back in action, going left to right, down 6. Need a bucket.
Feed him. Feed him.
Feed the big man. He's getting double teamed on the block now. Spin move, pulls out, fade away. Didn't get it. Stangl, left-handed back. Fans going nuts.
War daddy.
Finish with a Tiger Woods fist pump.
Yeah, you know, you saw that, Jeff, as you called it, that the double team was drawn to Stangl, and that opened up the room for Luke to be able to make his way, and didn't really get the high percentage shot that he was looking for, but just let 45 clean up on the boards. He went up hard, took it down, and let your size advantage work for you, man. Again, gotta make the free throws, 45. There we
got the roll. 3-point ball game, 6:20 left. Crusaders back in their full court pressure. Carter gets it over in the middle, double team, gets it across. Now they got numbers. Head fake, near travel, kept his foot. Carter wanting to go to work, and he does, and he gets the foul called on the floor. 50-47, Cardinal Mooney holding on to the lead. I tell you, these officials have done a nice job, both games.
Yeah, you know, they're letting them play. I think they've been spot on with all the calls they made, other than maybe that one that was over and back. But, you know, I mean, for the majority, you just want to let these guys play. You're
going to miss a few calls regardless of how good you are, right?
Yeah.
But whenever you don't notice an officiating crew, that's when they're doing a good job. Unsung heroes. Mooney running their offense, running motion. Carter going to take that triple. Carter has the guts. Woo! Great looking shot there. Going back up 6. Central break the press. Gets back into their offense here. Luke, top of the key, swings it over. Lehman back to Luke, top of the key. Luke waiting for something to happen here. Everybody's standing around. Down to the big guy again. Oh, he got rejected. Came right out of his shoe on the rejection on Stangl. Unbelievable rejection there by Desmond. And a quick triple on the other end of the floor by Cardinal Mooney. Need a TO, baby. 9-point ball game now. Central gets it across half court. Swing pass down low to Stangl. Slashing in the lane is Luke. Stangl threw it away. And another big play by Cardinal Mooney. Will Desmond came up with a rejection down low. Now it comes up with the steal. Back-to-back defensive plays for Desmond.
I feel like you almost have to come out of your shoes to be able to knock that out of Stangl's hands like that, because he had the trajectory, partner. He was getting ready to take off like a Cessna. He was going up. I thought the old boy was going to try and punch it for a second. And, man, 34 came out of his sneakers, man. That is a classic clip right there.
And the officials now on cleanup crew, wiping the floor down. That's one nice thing at the college level. You got guys everywhere with those
little moppers.
Moppers clean up the court. Inside 5 minutes left in this regional semifinal ball game. The winner of this moves on to the regionals come Saturday. Winner of this will face the luxury of facing Lutheran East.
It's a nice present on the backside.
Nice consolation prize. Oh, all kinds of contact, letting him play there at half court. Carter drew some contact. He's going to hesitate, go to the rack. Too easy in the lane for Carter as he shakes his head. Yes, sir, with his 20th point of the ball game. Central, swing pass down, back up, thought about a triple. Luke's got it now. He's going to take a real deep triple, well short air ball. Stangl, though, on a rebound. Great athleticism for Stangl there to grab that air ball and draw the foul on the floor.
You know, this is a point right here now, partner, where this thing could get away from the Crusaders if they don't score points right here. I mean, we're halfway through this fourth period already, and what you came into was a 4-point deficit, 44-40. Man, this thing is now 58-47. You got to really watch.
Inbound to the big man, kicks it out, 3-ball, in the air short. Rebound brought in by Cardinal Mooney. The Cardinals going quick with Carter. Carter wants to get to the rack, threw it up, and he made that. Oh my gosh. Good effort there. Probably should have slowed that one up. 3-ball in the air for Central. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound knocked around. Brought in by Cardinal Mooney. They're getting all the loose balls right now, TJ. And a foul here right in front of us.
That was, Central's just got to get a bucket right now. And you've just gone down consecutive possessions and just walked away empty. It is a pivotal moment right now. You need to stop. You need to score. You need a triple in the worst way.
Yeah. Cardinal Mooney going to take their time out. What I say a moment ago, inside 4 minutes, you want to be inside 10 minutes, or 10 points, and they're now down 11. Cardinal Mooney going to take a timeout. We'll see what they do here if they just going to start to slow it up a little bit, work the clock. Clock is your friend, especially without a shot clock at this level.
I think they might have messed up that scoreboard there a little bit. He got the three. I don't know, coach, go look up there and say, I think that one's supposed to be a 5 there, partner, but there we go. Get that thing reset there, 58-47. I mean, you hit the nail on the head there, Natural. I mean, like, this is the point where you can just use the non-shot clock to your advantage. You can just chew up, pass the ball around, stand at the top of the key. I mean, how many games have you been to? How many games have you commentated where you get a guy at the end of the game, they're up by 10, and he'll just stand right there about 10 foot outside of the arc and just hold the rock.
Yeah, at some point you're gonna have to start fouling and put him at the line eventually.
What else are you gonna do?
Yeah, and as fast as Carter is, they could do that with him all day long. Gavin Lehman at this point has 14 points. He's doubling his season average of 7. I'd like to see the Crusaders maybe get him coming off a pick. He's had a little bit of a hot hand. I'd like to see the Central try to get him in space. Central now trying to D up, a little give and go, out of bounds play. Down low, double pass, layup. killer for Central. The Crusades are slowing down for the Crusaders. Get that press broke, back over to half court. Bolofsky thinking about a triple, step back, kick over Lehman. Bolofsky around the back trying to create on his own. Too much work for one guy, into double team. Went up to shoot, and I think Cardinal Mooney did him a favor there by fouling him. Out of position, looked like he didn't have a good leap there on the jump shot, but drew the contact, gonna go line right for two.
All right, partner, we still got 3 minutes and 18 seconds left to go here in the fourth period, but what you had a chance to call earlier and see earlier, if it ends this way, Mooney wins, they advance. How do you see them stacking up against Lutheran East?
Well, I think athletically they're right there with Lutheran East. They've got a lot of athletes out there. They can shoot the rock as good as Lutheran East. I think the big problem is going to be the big guy, 6'10", Jesse McCullough, who is way more athletic than the big than Stengel. Stengel's a heck of an athlete, but McCullough is definite Power 5 next level.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that would be a struggle. Cardinal Mooney having a hard time getting across half court here. And a 10-second violation, much needed for the Crusaders. Down 11. Need to get a bucket here with 3:07 to go in the ballgame.
Oh, this is a crucial moment. Big time.
Also, Ronald Taylor in that ballgame dropping 30. Game one, he was a beast. But I think they can match up with Taylor a little bit better. McCullough is just an animal down low.
Well, I don't know if it sounds cliche or not, partner, but, you know, we've covered enough high school sports that when you get into the smaller divisions and you have a guy who's Power 5, that's usually going to lend your hand to victories.
Great give and go double pass in the lane. Good high-level basketball for the Crusaders. They're going to tie him up down there near a double, and he threw it out of bounds. And it kicked, he threw it out, but it went off of Gavin Lehman's leg.
Wow.
It's going to stay Cardinal Mooney ball, but again, they probably only have about 3 seconds to get it across half court. They were near 10 second there prior to. I don't know if they realized that or not. 2:48 to go, down 9 for the Crusaders. We don't play favorites, but Central's in our backyard, so we might be pulling for them a little bit.
Luke and Carter, both leading scorers in this ball game for their teams, respectively, 20 points apiece.
Back inbounded. Carter, dribble, drive. Got to be close to a 10-second, and they're going to call a foul at midcourt. Carter going to go line left for a 1-and-1 here. Unfortunately for the Crusaders, it's getting to a point where you're going to have to start fouling. You let this go and get inside 1 minute, down 9, it's going to be near impossible. So, fouled the wrong guy, though. Carter knocked his first one down. Carter with his 21st point of the ball game. Bolofsky on the other side, leading scorer with 20 for Central. Got both foul shots there. Cardinal Mooney still in their full court press, which I like. It takes time off the clock for Central when you're on defense. Going quick now. Central dribble, drive. Lehman kicks it out. Open three ball passed up. Back in the lane. Swing pass over to Lehman. Lehman going to take that triple off the front rim. No good, but brought in by Velosky. Velosky brought it in. Lehman gets it back up top of the key. Velosky spin around, 15, 18-footer, no good. Rebound, foul on the rebound on Desmond. Is going to stay now Central's ball after that hack. And that's actually going to put Central in the bonus 1-and-1 line right for Central. Actually, they got 2 shots on that. Rule change. I keep getting tied up on that rule change this year. It's now 1-and-1 right away after 5.
Yep.
Used to be 1-and-1 until 7 at the high school level.
Oh.
Missed the first one. That's a killer. Down 11. You got to hit foul shots down the stretch. 62-51. Line right on the second attempt for Will Minor. He's a 6'6 freshman, TJ. He's going to be around in a minute. Got the second one to go. Imagine being a freshman in this environment and having some foul shots down the stretch.
And all of a sudden you become a junior, senior, and you've got that underneath your belt, man. That'll carry you a long, long way.
I was dominating freshman ball at that point. Didn't even think about being on varsity, and 2 minutes left in the regional semis. Taken away by Central. Central gets it down to Velosky. Velosky almost had a triple. Lehman gonna take a deep one himself. Off the left rim, no good. Long rebound, knocked out of bounds by Cardinal. Mooney is gonna stay. Central ball down 10 inside 2 minutes.
Time is now for Central. You got $1:55 left. You got to put the foot down on the gas pedal.
Now or never. You don't need threes yet, but you need to get some quick twos. And surprisingly, Central has Stengel out of the ball game. They're thinking they're just going to start shooting deep, I believe. 1:47 left. Coming off a high pick. Got picked away on a poor pass in transition here. Fans saying he carried it, but he never dribbled. And tied up, taken away by Central. A kick into the gut there. And a shot from half court. Desperation, 1:33 left. Gonna go line right for 2 now for Gavin Lehman. This is doable, TJ, down 10. It's got to start with back-to-back foul shots here for Central.
Yep, got to have it.
Shout out to McKinley for redoing this whole entire court. They did a lot in here. Renovations looks real good in here.
Yep, guys like Joe Bogdan and AD Mike Schott. These guys are an integral part of getting this all done, man. They work tirelessly, and you think about that new facility they've got being built down there, the athletic facility, which you had a chance to interview Joe Bogdan about that over at Michael D's.
Absolutely. Missed them both for Central. That's a killer down the stretch. Could have got within 8.
Yeah.
Missed both foul shots. Now you put them at a 2 foul shot situation on the other side right away. And now it's Jim Valvano time. Hack NC State. I don't know if you recall that or not, or if you watch much basketball, then you might be on the young side. But
hey, I just turned 40 last week.
But Jim Valvano was the first guy ever to start fouling down the stretch in the freaking finals. And everybody said, what the heck is he doing?
That's how they took down Houston, right?
That's how they brought the victory home. Incredible. And the first one up and first one good.
It also started, I'm going to draw a blank on the name, but miraculously the dude who jumped up and knew that ball was not going to hit the front of the rim on that three-point shot.
Can't recall. Can't bring that one up. Missed the second one, or actually made them both. I think Carter's perfect from the line. Central's just got to start chucking the rock now. Belofsky short on the triple. No good. Rebound brought in by Cardinal Mooney. And they're going to call jump ball. It's going to be Central's ball now on the jump. And they're going to put Stengel back in now. Staniker going to get a breather. This Central team's pretty young, TJ. I expect them to be back here next year or deeper. Bound to the big man. Got hacked, went to the rack, didn't get the bucket, but he's going to go to the line for 2. Central down 12.
Just doesn't feel like there's going to be enough time left here on this clock. 106 sitting here in the fourth for Central to be able to get it done.
Going to take something special down the stretch.
Hey, we've seen, it's NBA, but the little Reggie Miller time action. You can score points, but you got that press. You've got to be able to get that ball quickly on the other end. You've got to have a couple of those quick 2-3 turnovers that are going to go your way.
You basically need to be perfect on the stretch for Central now.
Yes.
I mean, like I said, they're not dead yet, but the pastor's in the room, and he's got the holy water out. Down 12, 106 left. Missed the first one. Foul shots have killed him. Second one up. In off the back rim, no good. Rebounded by Carter. Carter now going to get across half court, and they're going to reach and going to put Carter to the line, who's been perfect from the charity stripe.
Yeah, you get 2 more buckets out of him here. 2 more easy ones, the easy way. And yeah, this is just going to be too much for the Crusaders to overcome. And man, you just got to tip your cap to the game that Carter has played out there, man. I mean, he did it in the lane. He's done it from the charity stripe. You talked about it. He's been perfect there,
yeah.
Still perfect. You know, he did it from 3-point land. Guy's got a lot of different skill sets, a lot of different tools in his toolbox, man. He's a dangerous player.
I'll tell you who he reminds me of fresh off the GMAC championship is Jacob Jones.
Okay.
Point guard for Thomas More is the fastest kid I've ever seen, man. Taking everybody and their mom off the dribble is impressive. And Carter stays perfect from the charity stripe, knocks down his 26th point of the ball game. 14-point ball game now. Triple in the air for Central. In and out, no good. Rebound Carter. They're going to foul Carter. Oh, they're going to call a travel. Ooh. Travel on Carter. Going to be Central's ball. 52.6 left here. Nearly thrown, and it does get thrown away on the inbound pass. Over and back for Central. Cardinal Mooney ball here right in front of us. Some fans starting to clear out now, 66-52. Cardinal Mooney now just wanting to dribble this out. Doesn't look like they're going to foul at this point, 43 seconds left. Going to try to steal the rock. Have no choice at this point. Triple team wide open down low, just going to bring it back out and threw it out of bounds off the leg of Central. And it's going to be Cardinal Mooney rock still, 31.9. And Central going to wave the white flag at this point, going to pull out a couple starters. The junior, Luke Volosky, going to come out of the ball game. And the lone senior, Gavin Lehman, for Central, coming out of the ball game with a big hug for the head coach. Matt Creamer has a big future here next 2 years for Central, as young as they are. Creamer, the only senior. Dribble, drive, kick out, top of the key, 14 seconds left. 14 seconds left here, inside 10. Back over, top of the key, and that's gonna pretty much do it. Good show of sportsmanship by Cardinal Mooney not to shoot that rock down the stretch. And that's going to do it, folks, here in your regional semifinals. You've got 66-52. Cardinal Mooney going to take this win right into the regional finals come Saturday. 26 points on the for Cardinal Mooney was just too much to handle, and a big congrats as he walks by for Coach Hairston for the Glen Oak Golden Eagles, taking them all the way into the regionals, or district finals rather. Great job by them, and great job by him. We got a final here in the Memorial Fieldhouse on the NFHS network. TJ, it's been fun getting back on the mic here, man.
Always, brother. Always a pleasure. You know, always a little bit nicer when we get a chance to see some of our local teams get a victory and move on. But, you know, again, as I mentioned, tipping the cap to these boys from Cardinal Mooney. I mean, they came out, they got it done. They hit the early 3 balls that gave them that big advantage going into the half. You know, on the backside of that, you know, Central was able to make that push going into the 4th, get it down to 4. But, man, Carter, all the way down the stretch. Whatever you needed him to do. Shoot it from outside, take it to the rack, go to the free throw line. Young man got it done.
Yeah, very impressive win here as I write down some of these stats for these players. I mean, Central was in the game the whole time. They just couldn't keep up. You know, the big thing was that half-court pressure or full-court pressure by Cardinal Mooney was just too much for the Crusaders. Crusaders have a big future. The only senior graduating out of the starting lineup is Gavin Lehman, who came out of the ball game there. They've got everybody else back starting for this. They got junior, and a freshman. And they bring the big guy back, Jonathan Stangl, who we're going to see next on the football field for the
fella.
Crusaders. Well, it's been a fun one. 66-54 is your final here in the NFH Network, brought to you by SMG Network and presented by OHSAA. You can follow us at SMG Network 1 on YouTube and Instagram, and also at Stark Media Team on X and Facebook. You can follow me personally on X at J201120, at JTyler1120, and Jeffrey M. Tyler on Facebook. Anything else signing off words here, TJ?
No, I'll tell you what, man. Hey, it's always a pleasure to rock the microphone with you, partner. You do a phenomenal job. Appreciate all that you do, man, what you bring to the table, man. Hoops has been fun. I know, unfortunately, no Stark County squads left, but we'll get on those Malvern Hornets, man. We're going to follow that Hornet train.
Yeah, I'll be right back here Friday night and then Saturday for that doubleheader for those finals in the D1 or D2, D3, D4 regional finals. Are you going to be here tomorrow for that doubleheader?
I'll be here with you.
All right. Signing off for the last time on an NFHS Network. I'm Jeff Tyler. He's TJ Downing. Have a great night, folks. We'll see you next time.